What?
Red Dead.
So,
What
Kyle,
did you say about me, Caleb?
you wanted to talk some shit? You're gonna roast me today? Couldn't be worse than, what Ryan did.
Let's see here. A good roast, huh?
Not with garlic and potatoes, though.
You ignored the whole joke.
Wait, I didn't even hear you.
Exactly. A good roast, you can't cook one.
Wow.
I was going to make a joke about your game collection.
Go ahead. Hit me with it.
Wait, those are all games?
Yeah.
This is. It's been a while since you've seen it. These are all games and books.
How much do you have in that game collection?
All these are games, and then all of these are collector's editions. And
Caleb, how
these
much
are
you
all
got
strategy guides. This is a collector's edition here.
How much you got in that game collection, huh?
Like how much? How many dollars? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been years in the making.
Just like a gaming career.
I mean, technically, yes.
No, how much you got in that?
Have a bond.
It's a shame you don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
Insert plug here.
No, Caleb, how much you got in that, huh?
I might have shit.
Actually, you guys
Couple
can
thousand?
get paid the game.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
You can get paid the game.
Oh, is that so?
True.
We need to talk about that one.
No, I'm waiting on Caleb to tell me how much he's got in that, that game collection there.
What's the rough dollar amount there?
Probably a couple thousand, actually.
I would say probably more than a couple thousand.
Probably.
Okay, so you've got more credit card debt than you got in game collection. Got it.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
What about you, Gary?
I don't know, man. I'm still stuck on the game collection because I collect movies and stuff, but I don't spend nowhere near that amount of money on games.
If you spent as much time on learning how to cook fried rice as you do crafting a movie collection,
Yeah, see, if you would learn how to make your shrimp not taste so fishy, it would make your fried rice better.
Uh-huh.
That's right, you cook.
Yes, he does.
Do. I cook every Sunday.
Now you see, now this is what I got to say about that. Don't let him lie to you like that. Now it's his girlfriend that's cooking most of the Sundays.
Ooh.
Yes, because I'm usually here with you fucks. All right, now let's just get into it. Hello, everyone. This is Caleb Boudreau, the editor-in-chief of AnExtraordinaryLife.online. Today, we have two special guest stars, but as always, we have Kyle.
Hi, this is Kyle, also known as Space Knot.
And our guests today are Gary.
Hi, I'm Gary. How you doing?
And Kyler.
Where?
Hey, guys. Nice. So we have a few different topics to talk about today, including Seagate getting hit with a $300 million fine for selling 7 million disk drives to Huawei. Finally, it's
again?
to Huawei?
Huawei?
Yeah.
Huawei?
Big words.
Huawei.
No, that's literally how it's pronounced. It's Huawei.
Not enough
Huawei.
consonants in that word.
Gary, what you got to talk about?
Well, I mean, if you ever want to know how much money you can spend in Counter-Strike, let's try $400,000 for a sticker on your gun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Pay to win.
Right?
What about you, Kyler?
I don't know much about that, but I can say that the cosmetics are taking over the gaming industry. I mean, look at EA.
Fair. But
Sad.
one thing that you that you, I'm sure, have quite a bit to talk about is the fact that UK blocked the Microsoft, Activision, and Blizzard deal.
Yeah, the amount of BS in that is just ridiculous. Like, even not Activision, Microsoft was like, hey, we'll make a deal with PlayStation to sweeten the deal a little bit if this goes through. And they still declined it.
Well, yeah.
Like, there's been every hurdle since this whole thing started. And it's like, everyone's like, oh, Microsoft can't do it. Activision deal can't go through. We shouldn't allow this. Why?
Because Sony's CEO of Sony Entertainment America basically said, I don't want a better deal. I just want to block it. Told that to the Activision. Told that to one of the heads of Activision.
Jesus.
But yeah.
I think Spencer's in it. Spencer's been the main person I've been listening to the most. The head of... He does all the video logs and all that on Microsoft's part.
Huh.
But I can't get over why you wouldn't allow this. I mean, it opens up so many doors. And for instance, COD's thinking like a 10-year plan. Who's to say COD's not going to just beef it in like the next 3 years?
Exactly.
I mean, 2024 is Treyarch's next game. They had Vanguard, they had Cold War. Cold War, everyone was like, well, there wasn't enough time for development. And then they released it. And they were like, oh, guess what? This game plays like it didn't have enough development. And then they completely revamped all of Zombies, which was huge. I mean, I'm a huge Zombies nerd. And then you had Vanguard, and that game was just a dumpster fire that everyone asked, why? Why would you put something out like that? So for a 10-year agreement plan on COD's life, like, who's to say it's going to be around that long?
Yeah. I know Kyle would buy it every single year if he could.
You sure Kyle would, not you?
Ooh.
So first of all, I only own the Steelbooks for 3 of them only because I got them for free because I worked at GameStop at the time. No, 4 of them.
Nope.
Hold on, I have to think. I have Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 1, 2, and World War 2. Yeah, because I got them all either on sale or just for free because I worked there.
Here, let's just do a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on Steam. And I'm not signed into Battle.net. I own all the copies on Battle.net except for World War II or Modern Warfare 2. I have that on Steam. I buy every Call of Duty just because.
It's not me, Gary.
Apparently not.
It's Kyle and Kyler. But then again, with Kyle, it's kind of in his name. The fact that he doesn't have a monster hat or a monster on his desk is just a testament to how much he's grown as a person.
Sorry, I gotta figure out how to approve my login so I can count how many times I have it. There we go.
That's almost as bad as Skyrim there with Elder Scrolls. How many times have you owned?
I actually only own the first copy.
I happen to have it 4 times, I think.
I own the original one on Steam. Last played September 1st, 2015.
Wait, hang on. Tyler's over there shaking his head at me. To clarify, when I originally got it, it was the first release that an ex of mine finished paying for as a gift. Yeah. I had paid like half of it, and before she split up with me, she paid for the rest of it. And it was the big collector's edition. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I now have a game I didn't have to pay all of it for. The second time I bought it was because Elder Scrolls released the anthology for the entire collection. Mm-hmm. So I didn't need it. I didn't actually wanted it, but I wanted the whole collection as one. So I got it that way. Then I got the free upgrade for the
special edition.
Yeah, the special edition. I got the free upgrade because I already had it. So that was one of the things not everybody knew about. A lot of people thought that you had to still pay for them. Like, that's only if you don't have the game. Mm-hmm. And I decided to try it, and I didn't quite care for it, but I got the VR game version of it for Rift.
Oh yeah.
It was
Ooh.
its transition to VR was not that great.
No, it wasn't the VR where you had to teleport. You couldn't actually walk around.
Yeah, and if you if you were doing like the locomotion stuff, so like if you physically crouched down, your character would stay crouched. Even if you were sitting in a chair, your character would crouch and stay that way.
Yep.
And all the things were discombobulated, I guess to say. It just everything was twice the size of what it should have been.
Yeah, Fallout 4 VR was also pretty bad.
Yeah, I've heard the good things about that one.
It was still, and I'm a big
Caleb
VR
talked
guy.
about VR zombies at one point.
That still sounds fun.
It is.
I would love that. I've
actually played it.
Wait, there's a VR zombies?
Yes.
COD
Arizona Sunshine, I think, is the big one.
Yeah, that's one, but they actually have like rounds of zombies. I'm forgetting Contractors.
Oh yeah.
Contractors VR allows you to do that. I've played probably 30 hours of it. If Ryan was here, he'd talk about it. He plays that a lot.
Caleb, we need that.
I'm definitely down.
I would play zombies again so quick.
No, it's Pavlov. Pavlov VR does it.
Pavlov has zombies? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, Pavlov has zombies.
I recently got that too.
It's a really good game.
If I can't play as Rick Toffin, I'm not playing it.
I shouldn't have looked at Pavlov on Steam. I just saw a guy make a gun stock with a fleshlight.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll just ignore that.
All right.
I would use that. Done.
I'll have to take a screenshot and send it to Caleb later.
So, speaking of Pavlov and spending tons of money on Steam games, what is this about $400,000 for a single skin in CS:GO?
Apparently, that's not the best one because I'm kind of was doing some reading here. Somebody bought a they call it the Blue Gem. It was a knife that you can pay for in the game. That was $1.5 million. Yeah, and
holy shit!
It's really just a skin. The knife did nothing more. It was no better than any of the other knives. It was the skin that the guy paid for. But reading this,
they have entire gambling ecosystems around the skins. It's ridiculous.
And to think, I was never one. I don't like in-game purchases like that. Like any game that I have where it's like, hey, you can buy this skin and stuff like that. I'm gonna dodge that. I'm just because if you play the game, chances are you're gonna get that skin sooner or later. A lot of the games that have the play to win stuff, most of the stuff that you're paying for, it'll show up in the game.
Not necessarily, because if they can profit from it, they're not going to make it available to earn.
That's true too. But yeah, no.
I could never spend that much money on a single skin.
No.
That's almost. Goodness gracious, that's almost as bad as.
My.
But I mean, think it's literally so it doesn't affect the gun whatsoever. It's on the AK-47 from the looks of it. It doesn't affect the gun at all, and it's blue stickers.
That's cute.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But see, that's not as bad as the over couple thousand that Kyle here spent on Star Citizen.
Ooh.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
Yeah.
The face says it all.
It's pretty bad.
I'll pull back up. Hold on. I have a calculator that shows me how much I have spent in the game, and I think it recently just went up even more. For the few who don't know what Star Citizen is, space game.
It's basically a space MMO.
Yeah. It's a space. Imagine Elite Dangerous.
Still in early access.
More in depth. You have a lot of it's all real time everything. So it's pretty crazy. Let's see here. It's loading. Oh shit.
That
Oh.
That's the slogan.
face just says it all.
$3,780.
Wait, how much?
$3,780 in one game.
Jesus.
But is that
I'm
for like
good.
one thing or for like bunches of stuff?
He's like,
I
Let
think
me. I don't know.
I just did a recalculation of this for how many actual ships in game I own. Let me pull it back up here. Sorry, it takes a while for it to load everything. That's for 30 ships.
So you approximately spent about 100 per ship.
Well, if you want to look at it a different way,
Break it
a
down.
lot of my ships are over $200. I have 1, 2,
Yikes.
3, 4, 5 ships under $300, one ship under 400, and then I have one that's under 700.
Is that
I
real
am-
money or game money?
Real money.
Yeah,
real money.
that's what we're talking about here is the real money
Yeah,
aspect.
this is real money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
meanwhile,
I
I get
know.
shit. The most that I've ever spent on one collector's edition was God of War Ragnarok, and that was like 196.
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb. How does
Yeah.
it feel knowing your whole collection is only worth 100 ships?
Oh, right.
Just want to
Well,
bring that
see,
to
to
attention.
make it even worse, on Steam, I think I own almost 800 games.
And I see.
I have to look up my Steam collection. I think last time I
Yeah.
checked, it's like 250 something.
I
But a
was
lot of
close-
mine are press copies.
I was close
That's
in
a
the
big shit.
200s on mine.
276.
I'm up to 217.
Whoa. You've been on PC this whole time? You motherfucker?
No, Xbox.
Oh, I was about to say.
Right.
Caleb, I own all the games that you have.
Sounds about right.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Dude, so speaking,
Kinda
if
funny.
you ever get to PC, Kyler,
I'm
there's
at
this game called
143.
Boundary.
Ooh.
Fucking amazing.
Boundary is amazing.
I want that
Go
guy
ahead
to
and tell him
know
about it, Kyle.
PC.
Yeah, I need some detail.
So imagine you have Call of Duty, but you're in space, and you have full 6-axis of movement. You know, you can rotate around, upside down, everywhere, but you're in zero gravity. Nice top hat.
Thank you.
And you have different classes, so it's kind of like a mixture of Call of Duty and Battlefield, but stuck in space. Because
Wait,
you have different operators.
You said you could
So
like
Advanced
fly upside
Warfare.
down and stuff like that. That sounds like
Yeah.
Oh, it was the game called Dark Void? I think it was.
Dark Void.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's a space-based game, but the entire game you were flying around on a jetpack. The whole entire game.
Yeah,
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 that's
it's
how
basically here too.
Yeah.
You do all of that, and but think Call of Duty multiplayer. That's why we
Yeah.
compared it to like what Infinite Warfare should have been.
Mhm. It's a
Ooh.
5v5
Yeah.
team combat type thing. So I've been playing it a lot recently. I don't know if Caleb has.
Yeah, I've
But-
been playing it quite a lot, so I can record all of this stuff for the videos that we're doing on it.
yeah.
We need to
Yeah,
play
but-
together for that.
Yeah, we do need to play together.
Okay, so yeah, the
Um,
game I am thinking of, it is called Dark Void. It was released in 2010, January, from the looks of it. And yeah, it's the same thing. You're fighting on a jetpack the whole entire time.
Yeah.
I just want to
yeah,
buy
it's
a
lot like
giant
Dark
rocket
Void.
ship.
We're going
it's
on a
just,
trip
On
in
a
our
trip,
favorite
on our
rocket
favorite
ship,
rocket ship.
going
Flying
through the
space.
sky. Little Einsteins.
Hey, copyright.
Hey.
Hey,
I'll probably just mute the shit.
All right, so should I get into my topics or should I talk about the one that I just found?
Ooh, you should talk about the one that you just found. I love surprise topics.
So we were talking about Skyrim VR, right?
right.
Maybe.
And just so happened 2 days ago, someone wrote an article about ChatGPT being embedded into Skyrim VR by a modder, where the NPCs can role play and remember past conversations with you. So now all of the NPCs in Skyrim VR are Chat GPT bots.
Dude, that's fucking great.
What? I might have to go replay the game now just to see that.
No,
That's wonderful.
I mean, I was just like scrolling through, just reading, and I was like, wait, Modder wires Chat GPT into Skyrim VR? What? Yeah, so apparently they can just have full-on conversations with you. And it's also using Whisper, Caleb,
Haha.
for speech to text, so players can speak into their mic and the NPCs can understand them.
Oh, no, that's pretty cool.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
What?
using both of OpenAI's technologies wired together. So you say
That's
something,
nuts.
it translates it to text, gives it to the NPC, which is actually Chat GPT, and they will spit something back out.
As verbal or text?
They're using a different one. It's XVA synth.
I'm sorry,
which
they're
turns
using a
text
dick?
into speech. No, a different one. They're using
Oh, okay.
XVA synth to turn text to speech, and then when we respond as the player, it goes through Whisper as speech to text.
Well, see, I know for Skyrim specifically, they were doing that with the dragon shouts. Like, you could verbally say the dragon shouts, and your character does them.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
But no, this brings a full-on, like, full immersion, because
that's a
you're
whole
having
nother...
You're having a full conversation that isn't scripted.
But how would they script quests to that, though?
I don't know.
I would have to imagine that the NPC would have to, like, hey, I know we're talking about this, but go do that.
Probably.
Like, they'd have to still have some kind of system control over the AI. Can't give it too much freedom. If your NPCs are a quest giver, it has to still be able to give you the quest. So that does bring up the really good question. If you can now just have a conversation with it, at what point does it say, hey, I got a quest for you?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hey,
There's
how was
even
your
more.
day? Well, it's raining outside again. Hey, I got a quest for you.
Shot
Well,
me.
There's actually
You know, I was an
comment
adventurer
here.
like you. So I caught an
Oh, yeah.
arrow in the knee.
You
No,
say
it-
that? Go on,
What is
Caleb. Kyle.
Oh, there's a comment here by the actual modder. He said, think of the idea of a simple question like, how long until you close? And instead of having to look around and read for a sign, the AI can respond with, 7 p.m. So you know right then and there, hey, I can be here until 7 p.m. before they close. Without
That's
having to
interesting.
look around or pop up a menu to read anything.
That's
That would be
pretty
really cool to see implemented into other things.
Yeah. Because then you
Because,
the future of gaming.
Right now,
Pretty much.
Dead Island 2 has Alexa game control. You might want to mute the A word, but it's really nice. I actually used it whenever I did my playthrough because you can just go, hey, give me my strongest weapon, and it'll grab your best weapon, or hey, ping the closest safe house, and it'll ping it for you.
But see, that's weird because Amazon's shutting down the Alexa department.
Really?
Yeah, I know. That's what's weird.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love the Alexa department.
Yeah, it's
I
really
missed
weird.
that one.
Well,
Most
this was a couple months ago. They announced it as part of the huge layoffs because they were so hurting.
How?
But yeah,
Right? That's
because
the real question.
you should know you worked for them for a little while.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead,
18
hit us with
hours
your torture tales where you couldn't pee in the corner of the warehouse anymore because they took away your bathroom.
Yeah.
Dude,
they're
my buddy
ridiculous about
Loveless
that.
actually said that. They literally told the Amazon warehouse he works at, they literally told them if you need a bathroom break, you need to hold it until your lunch break.
I believe it. Target does the same thing.
But that's literally illegal, though. Like,
Yeah, very much so.
it's ridiculous.
Damn.
What?
I'm just watching one of my friends swap through like 8 different games.
Well,
And just sees his name appear in game, and then he goes offline, and then in a different game, offline.
Well, that's like
So,
Caleb when
Amazon
he's over there
shutting
playing
down
Ground
Alexa.
Branch, and I just see his name pop up, and then it disappears. And pops up again every few- I'm like, damn,
Dude,
stay on the game.
wait, speaking of which, Kyler, you're not on PC.
Nope.
You have to see Ground Branch in action. Holy
Is it-
shit.
Is it on
It's
YouTube?
pretty-
Or
it is. Or
It's a pretty solid shooting game.
UnRecord.
oh, dude, yeah. So UnRecord,
It is
I
amazing.
I've seen how like there were comparisons showing how it's actually in engine. Like the developer actually took his phone and recorded
What's it called?
UnRecord.
UnRecord or Ground Branch.
Ground Branch. Whoa.
Well, UnRecord, it's not out yet, and there's no like release date for it. But when the original trailer dropped, people thought it was actual body cam footage.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
It
the
looks
game
like
that
it.
they've been talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
UnRecord. It looks like it's actual body cam footage, but the developer took his phone and recorded his screen showing, hey, this is the Unreal Engine 5, and like he took his arms in the game and he just went like,
I think it's Unreal Engine 5.2 to be exact. I don't know exactly.
I remember seeing the article earlier this week on that, and I completely ignored it, mind you, but I was like, wait, people are freaking out about a shooter game looking too real?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Well, you gotta think about it. Unreal Engine 5 and the newer versions of it are stupid realistic.
This game is beautiful.
Like
Ground
I'm
Branch?
I'm gonna be the pessimist here. If modders get a hold of this and are able to do like crazy things, I guarantee you they're gonna attempt to make police brutality videos
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and claim that they're real.
Definitely
Yeah,
so.
true. But I mean, just looking at the short trailer, it's what, like 2, maybe 3 minutes.
Exactly
I
2
have
minutes and
really-
18 seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you. That alone shook so many people, even though it is 100% fake. Like you can watch it and you
Oh.
can see the parts that look unrealistic, but
They're still going to claim.
Oh yeah, they're still gonna claim.
Yeah, like
Because,
I've
the
had
final
people say
scene-
that this is going to give players PTSD
Yeah,
because of
that's-
how
I
realistic
saw
it is.
that. I was
It
seeing
is
those kind of things.
crazy.
Let's see.
I mean, like even games like Pavlov or what's the older one? Oh, jeez,
Like
the
just the
older
very beginning
VR
of the
game.
just the very beginning of the trailer, the building doesn't look CGI made. It looks like it's a recording of an actual building.
Yeah, even as he's clearing the room, because I'm watching it now.
So am I.
Even as he's clearing the room, though, you can tell, like with the body glitches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Like
actually,
the
no,
final
that's not
scene when he
body.
trips over the chair.
Yeah, that's not body.
That's a dead giveaway.
There's not body glitches. It's
Onward.
what's it called?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Uh,
Onward would
Onward
literally
was-
give me PTSD if I played more of it.
Onward. I don't remember that one. Let's,
That one was pretty
Pavlov kind of
intense.
blew up past Onward, but Onward was like basically Arma but VR.
gotcha.
Like ultra
gotcha.
realistic shooter simulator. And I mean, it's still getting updates, but I haven't played it since like early.
Yeah, see,
2018.
I remember when I think it was Pavlov came out. One of my friends was telling me about that in VR. That's one of the few games that you have to line up. Like if you're reloading, you have to line up the your hands correctly, and like
Yeah.
it's very super realistic for
Yep.
loading the gun and everything.
I actually bought a gun stock for my VR. I think it's in one of my drawers because I haven't played it in a while. But I bought that just to be really good with Pavlov,
Yeah,
and then stop playing Pavlov.
I
it's
thought about getting that.
it's crazy because
I'm always ready.
I wonder if this is gonna be if UnRecord is gonna be VR.
Oh, probably
Oh
not.
god!
Or-
If that becomes a VR game, that's gonna be crazy. Cause like I'm watching, like you, Caleb, I'm watching a trailer for it right now. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and
Like the game, the glitches on the characters gives it away that it's a game base. But
well, apparently those aren't glitches. They're blurring the suspect's face.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
doing that on purpose.
Yeah,
Wait, which game are we looking at?
UnRecord.
UnRecord. I didn't realize they were doing that on purpose. That's crazy.
Yeah. I also mentioned Ground Branch. Ground Branch is like an ultra realistic spec ops co-op game.
Mhm.
Like
that's when we discovered too with it, Caleb, playing Ground Branch together was your time of day matters.
Yeah, well, no, not really. They've actually come out and said as of right now, it's always daytime to the NPCs.
Okay.
The time of day is just for your immersion, or if you're playing PvP.
That's what I mean by it matters. When you're playing it, if you set like early in the morning, depending on when you turn, you're gonna have the sunlight in your eyes,
Yeah.
making it harder to see.
Well, not only that, but wait, what?
This is a game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait,
Wow,
you're watching UnRecord?
Yeah.
Yeah, the trailer for it's ridiculous.
Welcome to PC, buddy.
Yeah, we get a lot of really good stuff.
Talk about PTSD. Holy shit.
Yeah, I've heard Onwards is really good for that too.
Are either of you military or ex-military?
I was disqualified.
So am I.
Okay, well, being the only vet here, yeah, this is real. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, this game is realistic. The way he kicked down that door, his movements, they're so precise.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could play this.
Also, what I love is
you should see Ready or Not, dude. Ready or Not.
Yeah. Terrifying.
Ready or Not is a first-person SWAT simulator, or like just special weapons and tactics in general, whether it's FBI, police, whatever. But holy cow, like you can go from a completely calm interaction with someone where you're just telling them to get down, get on the floor, all of that, to they'll start doing that and then take out a knife and try and stab you.
Oh wow.
And then
it's modern day SWAT 4. Like,
yeah.
Basically.
But it's so good. I prefer Ground Branch, but
so I'm watching, because you said it, I'm watching the trailer for Ready or Not. That one you can very much tell game based. It doesn't look as realistic as
Yep.
the other one, but
wow. there are so many different scenarios. Like there's barricaded suspects, there's active shooters. So they actually got into a lot of flack for that. Where right after the 1 year anniversary, I believe, of the Pulse nightclub shooting in Florida, they released an active shooter situation in a nightclub, and they got in a lot of shit for it.
Wow.
But yeah, if you want to talk about like PTSD inducing, Kyler, yeah, Ready or Not's right up there, man.
Didn't Ready or Not, like their main their main funder backed out?
Yeah, the publisher backed out after that. No, Ground Branch has been indie the whole way. They don't have, they have a publisher, but last time I spoke to the devs, the publisher was just to get it international. It's not a ton of funding from them. Most of it's all community funded.
Yeah, but Ready or Not's publisher backed out because didn't they want to make a school shooting like concept?
Yes, they wanted.
You can't do that.
Yeah, they were
obviously not.
Well, because the whole point of the game is to show the dark side of humanity and the people that have to fight to stop these things, and to put you in their shoes and to show, hey, this is what's going on. This is what the life of this kind of person is, and just without all of the anyway. But yeah, they wanted to. I think they still plan on doing it where you have to go in and stop a school shooter. But yeah,
I'd play that.
Well, they already have an active shooter in a hospital, don't they?
Yeah, they have an active shooter in a hospital. They took the one out of the nightclub. No, the daycare isn't a daycare. It's the talent agency. That's part of the CP ring.
Oh, okay, that's what it is.
Speaking of which, yeah, there's this whole like quest line, but not really a quest line. It's a series of maps that you can play in order, and you can take down an entire CP ring. Like, you see some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
This is VR, right?
No.
I think there is a VR mod for it, but no, it's
No,
not VR.
Onward is the VR one. Onward and
Pavlov.
Pavlov.
Yeah.
Pavlov. That's there's a that became, I think, one of the first really big shooter games, if I remember right, in VR.
Yeah, there's a new one that's been kind of taking storm. It's called Veil VR. I've actually been following their
Development
build
cycle.
for, like, their development cycle. Sorry, I don't know why the hell I blanked on that word. But I've been following their development cycle since, like, they first released it. I mean, I've followed them on Patreon and everything, but it's basically VR CS:GO.
Oh, speaking of which, I know I kind of alluded to it not that long ago. I may have a dev coming onto the podcast.
That'd be cool.
You remember Quantum Break? Not Quantum Break. Severed Steel.
Severed Steel? Which one's that?
The full 6-degree motion. Like, you can do front flips, back flips. You have bullet time.
Why would you want to do back?
Oh, so double action boogaloo. No.
But it's
that sounds like.
Yeah. No, Severed Steel.
But yeah,
right
like the whole environment is destructible. Like,
Oh wow! Just
it's
the first, like,
it's a fantastic fucking game. I've interviewed him
out.
before. It's a single dev that makes the whole game. His name is Matt.
2021.
But yeah,
Oh, this is pretty cool.
it is fantastic. But he's making a new game called Echo Point Nova, and he would love to talk about it. So
Look, I'm watching the trailer for Severed Steel. The running system kind of makes me think of Mirror's Edge a little bit.
yeah, imagine Mirror's Edge, Titanfall, and Max Payne.
Oh boy!
Except you could do front flips, you could do back flips, you could dive. Like, there's one like, part of our intro, actually, like our title card, is the first game that showcased is Severed Steel.
Oh,
and
really?
I'm diving off of a platform, shooting a rocket at enemies, and as they're blowing up, I'm landing on the platform that they are on and do a flip. But yeah, it is fantastic.
Let me look at the title card here.
Yeah, I think I sent it. I think I sent just the title card to you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
But yeah, that's Severed Steel. He's making a new game called Echo Point Nova, and it's going to be similar mechanics, but it's going to be cooperative.
That's really cool.
So extremely looking forward to it.
Dude, that's cool. I like the art style of it.
Oh yeah, it's all voxel. So it's all voxel so that everything can be destroyed.
Which is pretty cool. I like games that are like that.
Oh yeah. But I can't wait. He might have been able to make it this time, but he said the chances of him being free on a Sunday were kind of slim.
Yeah. Sundays.
That's cool. There's mechs in it.
Oh, and and Echo Point, or yeah.
Oh, I wonder what engine he's running it on.
Unreal Engine, or Severed Steel was Unreal Engine 4.
Now,
no, I'm trying to see here.
You keep saying Echo Point, and it made me think of something. Kyle, because we were talking about VR stuff, did you see that they, the developers have declared they are completely shutting down Echo Arena? Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Never played it.
I played it a couple of times, but it was one of the very first very big social VR games inside of now the metaverse, but when they first started with the Rift CV1, it was one of their biggest games. It's essentially for anyone who doesn't know, the game itself, it's essentially space frisbee.
Mm-hmm. I know about it. I just never played it.
The biggest reference. It's an Ender's Game reference. It's similar to the battle arena in Ender's Game. But yeah, no, it's one of the first and biggest social things, and they just announced a couple of months ago they were completely shutting it down. I've been noticing a lot of games have been doing that, and it's like, well, wait a minute, this is a very popular game. Why are you going to just shut it down in the middle of all of its popularity?
Huh.
Wait, is that the one? It's developed by Meta, right? Or it's published by Meta for the Quest?
It's now. I think it is now published by Meta. I don't think it was developed by them.
No, but they own the studio. Because it's the same. They might not own the studio, but if I'm not mistaken, it's the same studio that did the Order 1886.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is a tragedy because the Order 1886 needs a sequel.
I'm reading the comments on it. They're all giving it 5 stars, saying, please don't cancel it.
Yeah.
It's such a good game.
It's a sad day for gamers.
Of August 1st, it'll be at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be shut down.
And it's sad because imagine how many servers it takes just to run it. And it's like, okay, on a scale of Meta's size, like on a, how could that, like, that's negligible.
How could that be a smart move in any kind of way?
Yeah.
That would be like if Call of Duty franchise decide to shut down all their servers and just be done with it. It's like, wait a minute, that's a good selling point for you guys. Why would you shut that down?
That makes as much sense as Ryan buying a 4090.
Ooh.
Well, Caleb, if we're gonna go into talk about people buying 4090s, recall correctly, I told you a coworker of mine recently did that.
Oh, please tell me he got in trouble. Okay, so hold on. Before so this coworker I went to school with, and I doubt he'll ever find this podcast. So I'm just gonna,
looks it up the next day.
Yeah.
Not saying names or anything.
We're not saying names or anything. Lives with his parents. Mom constantly complains that he doesn't know how to save his money. And bought a 40 what?
Man.
I think it was the newest NVIDIA card, so I think it's the 4090.
No, I think it was the 4070 is the one that just came out.
Maybe so.
Or the 4060 Ti, something like that.
Oh, the joke card? Got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know I sent you the picture of
it's a 4070. It's a Asus dual 4070 with 12 gigs.
Not even a good one. Ugh.
Wait. The greatest thing is when he brought his computer and it's a small shell. It almost didn't fit in his computer.
I mean,
that happened to Ryan.
Like this big.
He had to move stuff around to make it fit.
It fits because I bought a Founders Edition like a genius.
But that's like Ryan. Ryan bought a 4090 and had to buy a whole new case because he couldn't fit it.
Strix or something? I don't even remember which one.
And then bought the biggest, chunkiest version of the 4090 at that.
And then complained, like, dude, you didn't look at the length of the card,
right?
Like when I built mine based on the length of the card. I have upgradability if they make more reference cards.
Yeah,
because I like the reference cards. I don't care for the big flashy cooler and everything on it.
Yeah,
mainly I can't even see my graphics card right now.
I have I have a Gigabyte 2080 Super and then a MSI 980 Ti in the emulation machine.
Mm-hmm.
But
that 2080 Super came from Ryan. That's how I got that card.
No,
I had a 2070. He had a 2080 Super. He realized that my card had a USB-C port and wanted it for VR. I was like, okay, here you go, trade. I upgrade my card. He gets my old one.
I will say this, though. I know you're probably going to end up buying his 4090 from him because I fucking know you. So whenever he gets the 5090,
I'm not gonna buy that chunky ass card. It's not gonna be an upgrade for mine.
fair.
See, my desktop, I'm still running an old 1080
Yeah.
on my desktop.
Yeah.
No.
And
Jeez, what
it
is
runs everything well. The only thing that I struggled with was VR. But then
Yeah.
I got a laptop for the VR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Talk
my
about my next talking point. Like,
hit us with
What?
it.
Oh yeah.
hit us with it. Okay, let me pull it back up. Here.
You should know by now. This is the hardcore parkour tiny feet podcast. Like,
Oh my God.
How to get distracted in 5 seconds.
basically, like I'm,
So,
Are-
Armored Core 6, first time Armored Core is on PC. If you don't know what it is, it's a mech simulator, kind of like Mech Warriors, but it's made by From Software. Apparently, it's gonna be really good. It's pre-purchase. It comes out in August.
now I'm not gonna lie, I
have
can
looked into
honestly
it.
see people building custom keyboards specifically to have a full cockpit. I couldn't think
Oh,
of that
yeah.
word. Like,
That would be
jeez.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
People, they
I'm already
gonna-
kind of there.
full circle about spending money on games.
Hey, don't ask how much that joystick cost. I
How
have
much did it
two of
cost?
them.
Yeah,
How much did they
I was gonna
cost?
say,
Before or after import taxes?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's about $350 each, and I have two of them. So, and it's for the game that I spent almost $4,000 in ships. So,
Sorry.
See, now I've seen, like, if I had like an unlimited budget where it's like, I would definitely buy I would have to have a much bigger space than my house now, but I would
Yeah,
love to get the
that looks
interior of like a car. Just go to like pull apart or something. Pull out the dashboard, the center console, the seats, the whole
Mhm.
nine. Mount it with a computer steering wheel, and then put monitors as the windows.
the windshields and everything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that is the simulator.
Have you seen
Now-
my racing rig that I have?
No, you never
I'll
showed
show
it.
you some.
Yeah,
have a
I
racing
need to go
rig?
take some photos of it. Yeah, I do. It's just a G923, I think it is, the newest one, on a next level racing rig. But I've got a 34-inch ultra wide and then two 27s on the sides. So the 34 inch is like perfect width for the windshield, and then the 27s are like the side windows. It's so cool.
see, I want to get Forza Motorsport on PC. That way, whenever the next one
Last
comes
one
out, I
was-
can just.
I don't know if it's gonna come out.
So you're
The
saying
last one
that
on
about
PC was 6.
you're saying that about your rig maybe
7 wasn't on
need to
PC?
Find it.
No,
No.
The
7
was
was
not.
not on PC.
Well, but then again, they did push more for they are pushing more towards PC now, so maybe.
Yeah, like Forza Horizon 5, yeah, that's cool and all, but
Hey, my emulation machine can run it. It can run Forza Horizon 5 at 60 FPS. So, oh my
60
goodness.
seconds a frame. No.
Yeah, 60 seconds per frame.
No,
A frame a minute, bitch.
Good luck.
I've been playing a lot of Assetto Corsa on it, so that's what I have it for mostly. But I think my roommate converted it over for Star Citizen. He's got his joysticks mounted to it right now. But no,
Lord.
it's actually pretty fun.
See,
I really enjoy it.
I just can't wait because that's like my comfort game. Like to just
Yeah, well-
race and drive. And it's crazy because I drive
Yeah,
for
no,
a
that-
living. Like, but racing is what
I
like
mean,
calls
Every
me now.
time we're there, that's all you're playing.
Every freaking time.
God, wait, why are you jumping on the bandwagon?
This is true. All you do is play Forza. You don't even play COD with us anymore.
The last time I played, when was the last
Bro,
time I
haven't
played
COD
Forza?
with Caleb either. No, this is how much you know I like Forza. I am fighting with the stick drift of the limited edition controller. It is
Yeah.
irritating the shit out of me.
Look, try playing Katamari and collecting all the items to get the collector achievement.
Oh god.
Wait, that is some infuriating stuff.
Speaking of which, wait. Speaking of Call of Duty, Kyler, are you currently playing Call of Duty right now?
Not right now.
What are you doing?
I see some
Watching
screen
YouTube.
flashes.
Tell me that you're bored without telling me that you're bored.
And they get mad at me that I look like
I
I'm
was about to say,
dead
and here
inside?
we were talking about Kyle gaming.
No, I'm listening.
Oh god,
Mr.
don't talk to me
Forza
about
over there.
achievement completion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 completed games. Also, Ready or Not doesn't count. It has one achievement.
Yeah, and I think it's
Wow.
just arresting
Serious?
someone.
That's okay. So I only
It
actually
is.
have 3 with 100% completed. But I was playing Stray as one of the games I'm playing. The one where he plays a cat.
Mhm.
One of the achievements, Stray and Layers of Fear have an achievement that's like the craziest thing I've ever thought of. Darkness has it too. So Stray has an achievement for making the cat sleep for an hour. You find a place to put the cat to sleep, and you put the control down and go do something else for an hour.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've been trying to.
The first Darkness game, in the very beginning of the game, when you go to your girlfriend's apartment, there's a small little TV in their living room, and it's playing. I want to say it's playing "It's a Wonderful Life." There's an achievement for putting your controller down and watching the whole movie. And Layers of Fear, there's a room where there's this gigantic picture. I forgot which one it was, but there's achievement there for just staring at it for an hour.
On the Stanley Parable, there's an achievement for not playing it for like 5 or 10 years, something like that.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, like
So-
you have to play it and then not touch it for a certain amount, like a couple years to get this achievement.
What the?
That's ridiculous. I would not do that.
That's a ridiculous one there.
People time jump to do it. Like they change their internal clocks
That would make sense.
to pop the
Way.
achievement.
Yeah. Don't play the Stanley Parable for 5 years.
Yep.
And just jump your computer 5 years.
Isn't the
do.
name of it called Touch Grass or some shit like that?
Go outside.
Yeah.
Outside.
Also, I love how they have one that's called Commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday.
So 24 hours.
Yeah.
But on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So just wake up at midnight on Tuesday, play it 24 hours straight, and then come back. And then you get the achievement.
I just want achievements were really cool. Like collect all the red items or collect all the cat tokens. Now they're getting a little ridiculous.
Well, I think it's just as did you really? It's like one of those shit, what was it? There was one game where you got an achievement for looking up a girl's skirt X amount of times.
What?
But I think it is Lollipop Chainsaw. But
That would make a lot of sense.
the reason why they did it is to show your friends that you're a fucking pervert. It's to embarrass you.
Well, yeah.
What's the one? Hold on.
I
There's one in
guarantee
High
you,
on Life.
any games that have something like that, it's there to prove a point.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Like,
what's the one in...
All the adult-based games you can get on Steam and stuff, that's there because once you get it, all your friends that you have on Steam are going to see that you got it, especially when you start the achievement. It is completely there to show exactly what you do on your free time.
Oh yeah, like there's one of my cousins had this game. I don't even remember what it was
That's
called.
what it is.
It was a sex game. Like you make your own porn out of animated characters.
Hell?
And like he downloaded a mod so he can see, so it would be Hank Hill.
Oh, God.
He's a big King of the Hill fan, man. But yeah.
Bobby,
No.
Come here, Bobby.
I sell propane and propane accessories.
What was it? I sped run High on Life the day it released on Xbox. And the achievement that confused the crap out of me was spent 15 hours at the Alien Strip Club. And you don't. It is given to you by Nipulon when he's like basically mind fucking you. Just as like, haha, fuck you, this is what your friends are gonna see. Boom.
Oh!
It's amazing. The achievement is nothing more to make it seem like you did it. That's great.
That is
It's awarded
fantastic.
to you during the boss encounter.
Man.
I have to admit, like some achievements that they have on some of these games are absolutely ridiculous. Like that, for example.
Why?
Like I said, I think it's just to fuck with the players. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the whole go outside achievement, you know?
So, Katamari, two of the most annoying achievements. One is collect in the create a cow, the Taurus. You gotta hit the largest cow. And then there's one for bears. You gotta hit the largest bear. But the problem is the game is set up that no matter there is like for the one with bears, there's bears all over the place. They run into you, they walk into you, the cars will hit you into them. There's signs like bear crossing. There is people floating in the sky on balloons holding a bear or holding a sign with a bear on it. There is traffic cones with bears. If you hit anything that has a bear on it, the game automatically ends. And there is like only one or two safe routes you can go to collect them. The cow one is very easy to get. It's the same thing. If you hit anything with a cow, the game ends. But it's like there's one specific area for where this large cow is, and if you roll up to it at the right size, you can just roll over the cow, and hey, you got the achievement. With the bear one, though, you have to be a size just smaller than the actual bear that you have to collect, bump into it, which makes it stop, like it stuns it for a few seconds, roll over a bunch of stuff in like about 3 seconds, and then hit the bear again to collect it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
That sounds extremely ridiculous. Like
it is. It took me like 3 days to get this achievement because I also had to look it up to figure out the trick. Because if you were the right size, bless you, if you're the right size to pick up the bear right away, or if you're too big, it just runs away. And the only joke I can make with it is it's an ass blaster.
Well, speaking of both bears and ass blasters, I think it's time that we wrap it up. You know, I think that's a wonderful time to a wonderful note to end on.
Go play Katamari and throw your controller. Dark
Caleb,
Souls
I found out the answer.
Oh, the answer to what?
Nier Automata B2, not Lollipop Chainsaw.
Yep, that's what it was. Yeah.
Or the turd burglar from Duke Nukem Forever.
I have the Duke Nukem Forever on PC. That's an interesting game.
Yeah.
The turd burglar is a good achievement.
It is.
What is this one from Death Stranding? Well, I know about staring at Norman Reedus' crotch long enough gets him to smack it. But what is this one?
Probably taking too many showers.
No, it's I couldn't hold it in.
You make him pee on himself?
Supposedly.
That's what it sounds like.
The player must unzip. Oh no, you have to unzip his trousers and piss onto the rocky terrain.
My God.
Oh.
My favorite meme by far with Death Stranding is the whole, this is what I hate about video games. It appeals to the male fantasy. And it's just Norman Reedus pissing off a cliff while BB's laughing at him. It's just great.
Just don't look up the trophy for Yakuza 0.
Oh God. Is this where we're gonna end this? No.
We're gonna end
No. You tell us what this damn trophy is.
You basically have to sit there in front of a monitor and watch hardcore porn.
Are you serious?
Yes.
What the fuck? Okay, yeah, no, I regret this. I regret my life choices that led me here. All right, everyone. So this has been Joystick Junkies. As always, we have Kyle. Well, when we don't piss him off and he 6HR on me. Oh wait,
Well,
so
there we go.
hold on, no. Let me catch up, Kyler, because I know Gary's seen the episode. We couldn't figure out how to start the episode one day, so I just looked at Kyle. I was like, "So, Kyle, you weren't here last week. Heard you were out circle jerking some fucking midgets. How'd that little fella come?"
That's one way to do it.
It was a moment, yeah.
But yeah,
Nice.
that's definitely how we started the episode, and he missed the next one. So yeah, HR fussed at me because he quit.
I just realized
HR is Ryan, the bitch that's not here today, and didn't tell us anything for an hour. Thanks, Ryan.
Good job, Ryan.
I just
No. He had a
realized
good
that he
reason
is
to
not
miss,
using
but the fact that he didn't say anything is the problem. Oh, and we usually have Perry here. But anyway, that's beside the point. As always, we have Kyle's desk here.
I hit the wrong
Beautiful
button.
And today we have two guests. We have Gary. Nice chat. And Kyler.
Yeah. Oh, I was supposed to say something.
But yeah. See you guys next week. Same horrible time, same horrible channel. And I just realized I ripped off LTT. I don't give a shit.
Yes, you did.
Anyway, peace.
Wait, did you
Later.
No. So they end the WAN show every week with same bad time, same bad channel.
That channel.
No, not
This
bad.
has been brought to you by
Dun, dun, dun.
By this segue to our sponsor.
And here we go.
Caleb's crippling debt.
Hey.
Because he spends so much money on games.
Hey. Suck my dick. I started trading for them now. It's different.